Good morning, guys. You might know I'm living in Dubai, and you probably have heard that we are in the mid of a war zone right now. There are coming missiles and drones from Iran, and luckily the UAE is intercepting almost all of those coming towards us. I want to take you with me through my day to show you around, to see what's actually going on. Let's get ready. Today I will also be going to the vet to get my vaccinations done for the cats, because I want to be prepared just in case. We all hope that this does not escalate, obviously, but nobody knows. And I think the worst right now is that nobody knows. This uncertainty is so difficult to deal with for me, and especially when these alerts on the phone come. It's so loud and it puts me into a fight or flight. I'm freezing and I'm shaking like this and I cannot control it. Of course, it feels super uncomfortable to live like this, because these alarms can come at any time and you should go inside immediately you hear these alarms. But also for me, I don't even feel safe to go much outside. I know nothing is going to happen, but still it feels uncomfortable to go outside. And to be honest, I am in a conflicted position right now, because in some way I'm thinking, should I leave? But on the other side, I don't want to leave, because this is my home, and it feels like if I'm leaving right now, it's probably even more difficult to come back. And the other part is that I'm having my cats, and I do not want to leave my cats here, and then worst case scenario, I cannot take them with me, or I cannot see them again, or I cannot bring them to where I am. And this creates so much fear in me. I know these are hypothetical scenarios, but if I don't think them through, I'm going crazy. Like, this situation, this uncertainty is not for me. I like to have some control in my life, or feel like I have some control and certainty. And right now I feel like I have none of it. And the next thing with my cats is that I could take them with me in cabin, but also I could bring them in cargo. Now the thing with cargo is, since 2 days, slowly they started to reopen the airspace so people can leave and come in if they wanted to. And now they also started to accept pets in cargo again, which is great. But my cats are flat-nosed breeds, which means they can only fly until April. From the first week of April, no airline will take my cats anymore because of the danger of the heat. We're already in March. April is not far away, and we don't know how long this situation is going to take, if it's calming down, when it's calming down. It's just so much uncertainty, and it's so difficult to make a decision. I don't know what to do, to be honest. It's stressing me out that I don't know what to do, and it's stressing me out that I cannot work proper, I cannot think proper, I cannot sleep proper, I cannot eat properly. When I think about food, I'm getting nauseous. I cannot eat when I'm stressed and under pressure, and now I feel like I'm constantly under pressure. I don't know what to do, to be honest. And I know many people feel the same thing. We don't want to leave, but we also don't want to stay in the war zone, pretty much. And the facts are, there are no bombs actually hitting Dubai. There is nothing really happening in Dubai. Some things in Abu Dhabi and Bahrain, but in Dubai it's still pretty safe, and we also don't believe that Iran will attack directly Dubai. They are trying to attack the US bases, the economic spaces, to get attention, to get the media to speak about them. I've also heard that Iran has a lot of money investments in Dubai, so they won't directly attack Dubai unless they don't care about anyone or anything anymore. And if that happens, then I think we're all cooked, and nobody wants that. But obviously, nobody knows either. Of course, other people have it even worse. I'm not denying that, and I do not want to say that only in Dubai things are important, but I'm just sharing what I experience, okay? And I have never ever been confronted with any situation similar. This is completely new to me, and hearing things exploding on top of my head or on top of my city, the city where I'm living in, is frightening, okay? And I genuinely do not know how people are living in this kind of state for years. When I'm thinking about Ukraine, when I'm thinking about Palestine, it breaks my heart. But this does not take away from my experience. And I know people keep hating on me, on the posts I'm sharing on Instagram, and other influencers in Dubai that are sharing what's going on and how we feel, and that we still kind of feel safe, even though there are missiles being intercepted and drones exploding. But guys, why do you hate on us? There is so much resentment towards people in Dubai. And the most funny thing I've heard is that we are being paid to talk positively about Dubai. No, guys, okay, we're not being paid. That would be nice. We just share what we experience. And the fact is that the defense system of the UAE is amazing, and the UAE is doing everything possible to keep their people and the city safe. They live off tourism and people. If people do not trust anymore in Dubai, Dubai is going nowhere. They need to protect us and the city to be and stay alive as a city. And that's why everyone feels safe, and we are being informed about what's going on every hour, every minute. If you think you know something, believe me, we in Dubai, we knew it already way before. We're living here, we know what's happening and what's true and what's not true. It's also not helpful if you say, just leave. This is our home, okay? We know it's not ideal, but this is our home. It's not so easy to just leave. And some people, they did just leave, and they left their pets alone, either in their apartments or on the street. They abandoned them. And I think that's so disgusting. Honestly, I don't know why people are so egoistic and cruel. You need to take care of the pet in good and bad times. You cannot just throw it away when things get difficult. This is the current situation. Just hope everything is going to stop soon. And I'm still thinking about leaving for a bit, probably without my cats, but I will not leave them alone here, abandon them. Someone will stay in my apartment with the cats, or I will give them to some pet boarding. And if I cannot come back, I will ship them with cargo until April. And then we'll see where I'm going to stay. I'm ready to go outside. I'm going to the mall now to get my Hermes slippers. It's really cold today and windy. This is how everything looks. Police is everywhere. And the sky, just to make it clear, we're not being constantly bombarded. Yeah, here you can see the police. I'm living right in downtown. I'm in the center, in the middle of everything. As I said, it's not as bad as it is being portrayed in the media in Europe and the US and everywhere around the world. But of course you feel the tension, people are out and about, cars are driving, but you kind of feel the tension, I gotta say. Anyways, going to get my slippers back and hopefully a replacement for my Kelly belt, because it just broke after a few weeks of having it, which is not good. Yes.
What was with the belt? It was submitted to Paris by any chance?
Yes. But I mean, I bought the belt new. I used it 2 times.
So it says it's invalidated exit for 8 days, which means it's out of the facilities from Paris. However, because of the situation, it will take. I see that it's a new belt, and they were, I believe, changing for you. I just want to tell you that they already started some flights, so it will take some. We hope it's not going to take that long. The repairman was due for free as well, but it just will take a few days to receive it. It was already sent 8 days ago. I truly believe soon it should be arriving to the store.
Because I want to leave.
I understand you, but we are waiting.
Not getting my belt, but I'm getting my slippers. I think it's crazy that they don't replace my belt, and I have to wait for months after I had it just over 1 month. They cannot make an exemption. This is crazy. I got my slippers. No solution for my belt, and even if they would close down the store, I'm not getting my belt. Guys, I don't have time to wait. I cannot leave Dubai without my belt and without my cats. I know I'm being so dramatic and it's so unnecessary, but also I think they should have replaced it for me, to be very honest. Dubai Mall is so quiet. Excursion Dubai Mall comes to an end. I'm walking back now, getting matcha somewhere, and I'm super hungry. I need to get some food. If there is one thing I don't like, it's wind, especially in Dubai. If you get yourself ready, beautiful hair, makeup, everything, and then there is this cold wind that ruins your hair, your makeup, the eyes are kinda tearing up all the time. It's not great. Fun fact about me, I do not like the wind and the cold. And when the wind is cold, it's the worst combination ever. I'm getting something to eat. I never been here, but they actually have good stuff. And I'm so hungry. I couldn't eat the past few days because of the stress and the whole uncertainty. Under stress, I cannot eat. But now I feel a bit more calm and I need some food now. I'm waiting for them to warm it up, but it takes so long. I cannot wait. Yum, yum, yum. We are going to the vet. Hello. Why you're scared? Guys, I'm in my favorite cafe now, drinking my matcha. At the vet it was great. I didn't have to vaccinate them, thank God. I did that already last year. They just needed to get some deworming and anti-parasite, just in case it is done. I'm feeling very tired because we had again an alarm, this one. I think there was nothing falling into the country, even though there are going rumors around. Thank you. And there are some videos circulating that there was a drone flying into the airport, but that's not true, guys. It happened in the very beginning, in the first 2 days. It didn't happen today. I know there were some disruptions, some debris was falling in the area of the airport, but not into the airport. And I have also seen that one of the ministers in Iran said that they are apologizing for attacking the neighboring countries and they won't do that. Let's see if that's true, because men, they keep talking so much, and I have a feeling that this is just unnecessary waste of words. As all men do, they talk a lot and the actions do not align with what they say. But let's hope for the best. Let's pray that everything calms down for a bit. I'm going to eat now some fries with my matcha and some work. I completely forgot that I have a nail appointment. I'm rushing now to the salon, getting my nails done. I arrived to the appointment way too early because I tricked myself with adding the appointments 1 hour earlier to my calendar than what they actually are, because I used to always be late for everything. Now I arrived at 5:15, but the appointment is at 6.
to remove this one, the environment?
No, don't worry.
I just came back home. I was going for a little walk with my friend and now I'm just so tired. I might will do some stretches because I feel like this tension and stress always manifests in my body here. I will do that quickly and then I will go to sleep. All in all, Dubai at the moment is safe. We have not heard any booms, no interceptions seen or heard, minimum around downtown. I'm not going anywhere these days. And we will see how everything will unfold. Let's pray that everything is going to be better than it is now. I think it's also teaching us, each one of us, a lot, the same way as COVID was teaching us a lot. I was talking to my friend and she was saying, you know what, people are living around me and for the first time in my life, I am really feeling alone, and this is a weird feeling. It's not that I'm afraid of the war, she said, it's that I'm just not used to that feeling of being completely by myself and having to fend for myself. But that's so true. So many of our fears or the ways how we react to situations is out of our emotions, and many times it's because we're not used to certain circumstances. We're not used to deal with situations and circumstances in a certain way. When there is a new situation, of course, it's going to be uncomfortable at first, but it's teaching us a lot. I think we will come out of this stronger and more united in all ways, united throughout the people that are living in the UAE. People all over the world will hopefully be more united after this, or not. I can't speak for the world. Let's just stick to where I am. That's it. I feel sorry for my family in Austria. I think they are more worried than I am because, of course, the situation is not as bad as it seems to be on the media. For me personally, it teaches me to regulate my nervous system more, and I also learned that the way how I react with these intense situations, for example, the alert goes off on my phone, my body starts to shake. I've learned that's a fight or flight response. My body literally wants to shake off the fear, the adrenaline, and it's nothing that I have to be worried about. It's a very natural response. And I had this same reaction in my past with my ex-partner when we had difficult times. He was leaving me. I felt so abandoned, and every time I feel like I am not in control and there is a lot of uncertainty of what's going to happen in my future, I am in this fight or flight, and that's how my reaction is. And I was thinking the only way how I can overcome this reaction is by removing the situation or reversing what has happened. In that case, when I was younger with my ex-partner, I was thinking I can only feel grounded and safe again when I am back with him, which is not the case. The way how the body reacts to circumstances that are feeling like a threat does not mean there is a threat, and it does not mean that the situation has to be different. It just means we have to learn to regulate ourselves in that situation. And what helps me is to put on very warm clothes. That's shaking. It's actually because I'm feeling so cold from the inside out. And the only thing that really helps me is to stay warm and hold myself. Another thing that helps me to stay grounded with this situation is taking care of myself, getting ready every day, trying to sleep on schedule, which is the most difficult for me. It's again 3 a.m. in the morning because I can't sleep at night. Night is another trigger for me. In the daytime I feel so safe and nothing really can shake me that much, but when things are happening at night or when I'm having a lot of thoughts at night, I cannot sleep. But I do try to find back to my schedule, to my sleeping routine, because sleep is so important. And another thing that helps me is to do my daily stretches and moving my body. I haven't been to the gym, and I think that's one thing that would change my whole perspective, how I perceive everything and how I deal with the gym ultimately makes us more resilient, especially when we do these high intensive workouts. When we push to our own limits, we feel more in control, and it pushes us out of our comfort zone, which makes us again be more resilient in stress situations. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a more clear insight of what's going on in Dubai and how my life looks at the moment. I am so grateful for you, and I see you in my next video.